and welcome. My name's Elaine, and for this video I'm doing some exercises from the Exercise After Stroke programme that we do run at Link for Life. So these are some exercises you can do in your home. So you need to have a chair. So you want a chair that is suitable for you to use for a little bit of balance if you require it. We do need it to sit down on as well, so do make sure it is quite sturdy. And if you can, some form of a stick. I'm using a roll of wrapping paper, which works very well. A walking stick also works very well, just something that you can hold and use for one of the exercises. So we're just going to do 5 exercises today. Now the first one's just going to be a march. We're just going to stand nice and tall. We want a little bit of engagement through the abdominal muscles, shoulders back and down. We're just moving through that march at whatever pace works for you. We're going for a nice swing with the arms. Think when we're swinging with the arms, we are pushing the elbow back. We're making that swing come through from the shoulders. Nice and strong. We're just lifting the knee as high as works for you. And if you need to use balance, fingertips can just go onto the chair and we can just march it out. Or we could have one hand on the chair and one hand swinging through. This exercise can also be done in your chair, sat down. If you want to carry on with that march, if you were in your chair, the nice strong march in the chair, just keeping it going nice and strong. So all of those alternatives are in place for you. Use your balance, stand tall, or sit in your chair. We want to make sure with the arms that we're going forward and back. We don't want to swing across the body. We want a nice strong forward and back with the arms. So just keep that march going. And you want to try and build up to 2 minutes on each exercise if we can. May need to start with a little bit less time. We can build to 2 minutes. And then we get a nice 10-minute workout through this section. So just marching it out. And do remember, if you don't want to just march it on the spot, you can march wherever you want. You can march around your house. That is absolutely fine. Okay, so we're just going to bring it down to a stop from there. We're going to move into our second exercise. So we're going to do a side step. Again, you can use the chair for balance. You may need to turn it to the side for this one. I'm going to do it so you can see it. You start feet together. You're going to step to the side and together. To the side and together. And we're thinking we're stepping over a little hurdle, lifting through the hip, through the knee and through the ankle. We're ensuring we've got our balance. So again, if you need to use the chair, or with this one, you could even stand just with your hands against a wall if you needed to for balance. How high you lift the knee is up to you. We do want to make sure we're as even as we can be on either side of the body. So step into the side and together, step into the side and together. And again, this exercise, you keep going there, can be done sat down. Pop that to the side. So we're sitting tall in our chair, we're going to step side and together. Side and together. So again, same move, just a little lift through the legs, through the hips. If we need to do this exercise sat down, absolutely no problems there. So we're just going to keep it going a little longer. So we're stepping and together. Stepping and together. So we're standing nice and tall. We keep it nice and soft through the knees. We don't want to lock the legs out. We're using what we need to for balance at any point. That's it. And again, we're going to try and build up for 2 minutes on each exercise. So this is our last step. And bring it in. We're going to go to our next exercise, which is sit to stand. So we're going to use our chair. Going to sit ourselves down. We're going to make sure we're sat on a turn sideways on the front third of our chair. We're going to just pop our knees, hips and ankles in line and tuck our feet back ever so slightly. So our knees are over the ankles. If you need to use your hands, if you need to use arms of a chair, you can, but try and work up to not using anything. We're going to bring our nose over our knees, hinge forward and push up strongly through your legs, nice and tall. And then lower slowly down, hinge at the hips. Nose comes out over the knees, so nose over knees and push up strongly through the legs. Nose on knees and bring it down. So hinge at the hips, push up strongly through the legs. Really press down into the heels. Hinge and bring it slowly down. If you do need to reach for the chair at any point, feel free to reach for the chair so we know where it is. And just keep it nice and steady. And as I say, if you need to use chair, arms, etc., whatever you need to use. So that's it. So up and down. And you go at whatever pace works for you. Don't try and go too fast. Don't use momentum. Try and really make sure we're controlling it. We're coming nice and tall at the end. That's it. Just going to do a couple more. So nice and tall. And again, we're building up. 2 minutes if we can. Nice and steady. So we're just going to do one more of this one. So bringing it down. Pushing it up nice and tall. So we'll stay up for the next one. We're going to grab hold of that little piece of equipment, whatever we've got. So this time the chair's going to be just in front of us. We're going to be just in front. We're going to take our feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forward, nice in line. We're going to hold just out in front of us with a bend at the elbows. And we're going to bend and push back through the hips. Tap the chair, push up strongly through the legs, bring them into the chest, and then just lift up on a diagonal. Bring it back into the chest. So we're going to push back through the hips, tap that chair, push strongly through the legs, lift up on a diagonal. What we want to make sure with this one is when we go down, we push back through the hips, we make sure our knees stay behind our toes, bring it into the chest, push up on a diagonal. You only lift as high as works for you. So push back through the hips, hinge through the hips, push back, weight into the heels, push strongly through the legs, and lift. So keep it nice and steady. Again, when we look down, you can see the toes. We don't ever want to hide the toes. Yeah, we just lift up as high as we can go. And down. Push down. So if we need to do this sat down, we could do just the arm section. So I'll show you that one. So again, we're sitting on our chair, nice and strong, feet nice and flat. We're going to hinge forward, reach down, bring it into the chest, and reach up. So into the chest, hinge forward and reach down, bring it in, and reach up. And I'll do that on a sideways as well so you can see it. So feet nice and firm. We're going to hinge forward. So nice straight back. Bring it in. Reach up. So into the chest, hinge forward and we reach down. Bring it in and we reach up. Yeah? So that's that exercise. And pop this down to one side. Our final exercise is going to be a knee lift. So chair if you need to, or a wall. We're going to go to a knee lift. So if you need to use a chair, hold on for your balance, hold on to your wall. We're going to lift, knee, opposite hand if we can. Lift and knee. So you might find you can't do the opposite hand if you're holding that chair, or if you need to, 2 chairs, one on either side. And just concentrate on that knee lift. Abdominal muscles are in. We're only lifting the knee as high as we feel we can go. If you don't need the chair and you're feeling okay, we can go to a tap and down, tap and down. Nice and slowly. If you feel like you need to work a little bit harder and you've got it, you can turn. And that's going to work on that balance a lot, yeah? We'll turn and down. Try not to go too fast. Turn and down. Turn and down. So you can keep that going. And again, this exercise can be done sat down. So seated, we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. And again, we can turn and down, turn and down. So we're nice and steady, nice and smooth. And again, we're going to build up to 2 minutes on that exercise as well. So that's your 5 exercises. You've got your marching, your sit to stand, your side steps, your reach and lower with your stick, and your knee lifts. We're going to build it up to 2 minutes on each exercise. So that should work really well for you. So until the next time, thank you very much and goodbye.